I wanted to give you a quick update on the golf course, but in specifics, the greens. Well, a lot of guys are talking about it at the moment. Some guys are saying the greens are a little bit too soft, there's too many pitch marks, they're a little bit slow. So we're going to have a look and see if what the exact situation is. So if we have a look over here, we've got the Clegg hammer, which will tell us how firm the greens are. Okay, so if I just switch it on and pick a completely random spot, the reading there is 116, so I'm not cheating. I'll pick a spot over here. There we go. There we go, 113 that reading was. So the greens are certainly not soft. That's almost at link standards of greens. Why they're pitch marking I'll explain just in a second, but just to let you know, they're certainly not soft. And now let's work out actually if they're slow. So I've got a stimp meter here, and I'll do today's reading. I'll get 3 balls, I'll do it 2 directions, sorry. Okay, so if I take the average of these 3 balls, it's probably somewhere around here, and then I'll head back the other way towards the other tee peg. What I'll now do is take the average of these 3 balls, which is probably somewhere around there, and split the difference, which is probably somewhere around here. So I now measure from there to there. This is 3 foot, this stimp meter. There's 3, 6, 9, and the last bit is 8. So 9 foot 8 the greens are today, which is certainly not super quick, but it's probably a pretty decent pace. So for me, I wouldn't say the greens are slow, but what is happening is that there's too little thatch underneath the greens, so when the balls come in, the pitch marks are really bad at the moment. So the minute your ball hits a pitch mark, it dumps up and down, and people think the greens are slower. Also, a lot of guys, when they're playing, they're not lifting their feet, and they're leaving a lot of scuffs and a lot of cut marks. Again, if the ball hits this, it jumps up and down. The greens seem a little bit slower, but if we take a random core here, we'll have a look exactly at what's under the green and give you guys a better idea of what's going on. So if I look at this core, completely selected at random, there we go. So if we have a look at this, the actual amount of thatch in the green, I mean, there's very little. What we're talking about is the top layer. Normally that I would say there should be around about 1 inch. For us, I mean, there's really a centimetre there. There's really not much at all. But if you have a close look at this, it's very soft. It's very fragile. So the minute a golf ball comes down and hits that, it leaves a mark, it leaves an impact. So this is something that's been wrong with the greens over time, over history. So what we're trying to do is get some more roots and some more thatch in here, so when the ball comes down, it doesn't leave quite as bad a mark. The greens will even get firmer than they are just now. It'll also help up with the cutting, the scuffing and the cutting up, because the greens will be anchored a little bit better if they get better roots. So this is a long-term thing. It's nothing new. It's something that's always happening. We're trying to get more thatch. We're trying to get more roots. So the greens will perform good in the morning, but probably if people don't repair their pitch marks and don't lift their feet, then by the afternoon they'll seem a bit slower and a bit bumpier. So we're trying our best. If you guys can do your bit, and we'll get the greens as good as we can.